hour is like what? An hour is like 3% of your day. It's a lot easier to be consistent when it's just 1 hour. When you're just asking yourself of something so small, it's like, how could I do myself dirty? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Behja. If this is your first time seeing my face, then hey, welcome to the channel. And if you've been here before, like always, it is an honor and a pleasure to have you here with me. I really want to give spring vibes with the green, but we literally just had a snowstorm, so it just can't give what I want it to give. It can't. It simply can't. If you guys have been here since before the new year, you guys know I made you guys the promise that I'm not going to let you guys give up. You're not going to let yourself give up. I'm not going to let you fail, and you're not going to let yourself fail this year. And so we together as a collective are going to be reaching our goals. We're going to be striving. We're going to be uncovering our potential this year. And so if you've already given up, or if you haven't been doing as well as you would like, honestly, me too. I don't feel like I've been doing as well as I would like this year. One thing that really has been helping me move forward, one thing that's been really keeping me aligned with my vision and my goals, even though I don't feel like I've necessarily been doing the best that I can, is my systems and my routines. When it comes to achieving any goal, right? When it comes to achieving any goal, just setting that goal is not going to cut it. You really need this foundation of routines and systems that will help you, especially when you're in those moments of struggle, which is low-key me right now. But I know that if I just continue to move forward and move the needle, and if you're struggling as well, as long as you move forward and you do what you need to do, regardless of how you feel, regardless of what's going on, eventually you're going to reach your goal. Eventually you're going to see your outer reality match that vision that you hold. A system or a routine is literally the process of achieving your goals. It is the process that will help you achieve your goals. Every single one of us has routines and systems. Even if you don't think you have routines and systems, you have routines and systems. You have goals. Even if you didn't sit down and actually sit and curate your own goals and create your own vision, you have goals that your mind and your brain is working day and night to help you achieve. And even if you don't think that you have a routine, or even if you don't feel like you have a good system or routine, your actions that you take daily are aligned with those goals that you have, even if you're not conscious of them, even if you're not aware of them. The goals that your actions are in alignment with, even if you're not aware of it, like I said, are all a part of your paradigm. It is the lens in which you view the world. It is where your beliefs are. And so if you have this belief of yourself that you are a failure and you will never succeed, your actions every single day, whether you know it or not, are going to be in alignment of that goal. Your identity that contains your beliefs about yourself and about life really determines the way that you live your life. It determines the time that you wake up. It determines what your interests are. It determines the skills that you acquire. It determines the type of people that you keep around. It determines literally every single thing that you do. The habits that you have daily and the choices that you make are all in alignment with your identity, with the beliefs that you hold. And I feel like I say this in every single video, but that is why you have to become conscious of the unconscious parts of yourself. You have to become aware of the beliefs that you hold about yourself. You have to wake up to the habits that you have, the actions that you take, and why you take them. The only way you are going to actually make solid changes is by choosing the goals that you would like to strive for, by creating a vision, by creating your own goals, rather than being on autopilot and just going about these beliefs that might have been instilled in you when you were a child, these beliefs and these ideas that aren't even yours. Because whether you like it or not, you are operating on the beliefs that you hold. You are literally operating on what you think is possible and what you think isn't possible, on the habits that you've built when you were 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. If you're not waking up and you're not choosing every single day to go about a different path, you are going to live your life in a way that isn't truly yours until you wake up to that reality and you wake up and recognize that you are in control of the direction your life takes. You're going to wake up one day and be like, what the heck? You're going to be living a life that isn't yours, that you're not familiar with, that you don't like. That is why it's so important to have routines and to have systems and live a life that is meaningful and purposeful and live with true intention. Because if you're not living intentionally and making intentional choices every single day, you're going to give your entire life up to chance. You're going to give your entire life up to what other people tell you is right and wrong and the direction you should take. I can't tell you you what your perfect routine to become your ideal self is. I can't tell you who your ideal self is because I don't know, but you do. And I hope that I can guide you in discovering that. I hope that I can guide you in this video of potentially figuring out what direction you should go in, because I don't know that, but you do. In this video, I'm going to guide you and help you build a routine that makes sense to you. And you guys know I'm always going to keep it so stinking real. You are going to struggle, okay? You are going to struggle. You have to struggle. In order to learn and in order to grow, you have to struggle. It's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be cute. It's not going to be fun. It is sometimes, but struggle is necessary in order for you to grow. And you're going to have to experiment, because that's the only way you will know what works and what doesn't. And as you grow and as you evolve, you're going to want to continue modifying your systems and modifying your routines so that it could be in alignment with whatever new goal you have, with whatever new path that you would like to take. I want you guys to understand the power of intention. I want you guys to wake up to how much power your mind has over your life, how much your beliefs impact and influence the decisions that you make and the choices that you make, the people that you decide to hang out with, and the results that you get. Like literally everything that you choose to do on a daily basis will add up and create your future. Let's just jump into how we are going to build out and plan our routines. The habits that you have, the actions that you take, the skills that you acquire, everything is based on your identity. It's based on the beliefs that you hold about yourself and about life and the goals that you are constantly pursuing. So in order for you to start moving in the direction that you would like to move in, so that you could build your ideal life, so that you could become your ideal self, you have to set goals. And to have goals, you don't necessarily need to know your purpose in life. You don't need to know exactly what you were sent on earth to do, to pursue. You don't have to have it all figured out. All you have to do is pick an area of your life that needs improvement and start there. All you need to do is solve a problem in your life. I would have never in a million years thought I would be the person that I am today. Like, what has allowed me to begin this journey and become this person that I am today and really like truly step into my calling was my weight loss journey that I did back in 2019. And I talk about this all the time, but that was the first step that I took in this direction. It was the first thing that I truly did for myself, the first problem in my life that I solved. I know that now because I can look back and connect the dots. Like, it started there and then I did this and then I did this. But what that's done for me is it's allowed me to build a lot of skill and it's given me confidence in my ability. And I learned so many skills that has spilt into other areas of my life. The same thing happened when I decided to solve my problem of being miserable in 2020. All I did was say, okay, I would like to feel better. That was my only goal. It allowed me to pick up books that I never thought I would pick up in my life. It allowed me to start my first business that has taught me so many skills. It is why I started my journey of creating content. It's picking one thing, and as you elevate, as you learn, as you grow, as you experience more and more and more growth, it's going to spill into every other area of your life. It'll lead you down a path that you never could have imagined. It is so simple, yet so effective. All you really have to do is look at yourself and ask yourself, where can I improve? You have to be willing to do a little bit of self-analysis. I know it's hard to point out the areas of your life where you might suck or that need improvement or that need healing or need attention, but you have to do it. Literally pause right now and ask yourself, where in my life can I improve? You will have an answer. You always have an answer, and that is going to be your starting point. That is all that you need. The best way to do this, and I will stand by this till the day I die, is the system that I like to use, which is the system of observation. Literally watch yourself without judgment. Observe yourself, observe your behaviors, observe the type of actions that you take, how you talk to people, how you spend your time, the routines that you have and the habits that you have. Literally wake up to yourself. Like, wake up to the things that you do constantly. We are such habitual beings that we function on habits. You will do the same thing today, tomorrow. You will feel the same way that you feel today, tomorrow. And so until you choose to observe that, you will continue to only do the same thing, continuing to do your same habits that are obviously not leading you in the direction that you would like, you can start with the basic areas such as career, or if you're in school, finances, things like that, relationships, your body, your mind, your soul. When you work on yourself and improving yourself, that is what's going to allow you to truly see your potential. And so those are the areas that you want to focus on. Your relationships, your body, your mind, your soul, those can all fall under the same category. Your career, choose a problem in your life that you would like to solve, and that is your project. And if you're able to do it, ask yourself, in 5, 6, 7 years, who would I like to be? How would I want my life to look like? Envision that stuff. Envision it. Literally visualize who you would like to be. Create Pinterest board, whatever you need to do. Visualize it. What would you like your life to look like 5 to 10 years from now? It could be the most absurd thing ever if it feels right to you, if it makes sense to you, if that is what you truly desire and you're able to see yourself doing it. I promise you, you can achieve it. And so ask yourself that. It is so important for your vision to be clear, because that vision is going to literally pull you when you encounter the pain of change. Like I said, your vision is always going to grow. It's always going to change. It's always going to be different. You just need a starting point. What you need to do to actually make these changes stick and to make these habits last and these routines last is you really have to rewrite your story. You have to rewrite the story that you tell yourself by building yourself a vision. That is really the first step of rewriting your story. You're waking up to what is actually going on. Then you are choosing, this is the story that I've been telling myself. Now, what is the story that I would like to tell myself so that I could get there? When you are learning and unlearning old habits and old behaviors and old ways of thinking and feeling and behaving, you will learn so much about yourself. You can't just sit down and write down all of your limiting beliefs in a journal to work through them. I think that when you start to take action on something or try to take action on something, that is when your limiting beliefs really come to the surface. When you are pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone, you will start to recognize the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. What are the stories that you are telling yourself when you really badly want to take action on something and you can't get yourself to do it? Even right now, if you've been trying to get yourself since the new year to start moving towards something or to become someone different or to build different habits and you can't get yourself to do it, what is the story that you are telling yourself? What is the beliefs that you actually hold by? Do you think you can do it? Yes or no? It could be as simple as that. I don't believe I can do it. Why? Understand the story that you are telling yourself, because it is that story that you tell yourself, those beliefs that you hold about yourself, that will either push you forward and will allow you to achieve things that you never thought you could achieve, or is going to be the very thing that keeps you paralyzed and stuck in the position that you are in. And this is why when people go on crazy diets or they get a personal trainer or whatever it is, they do this crazy program and they go back home and you see them gain that weight back plus more. It is because the story that they were telling themselves has never changed. The way that they view themselves have never changed. And so when you are moving forward and you are taking action, there are going to be moments where you hold back, or there might be times where you sabotage yourself, and that is coming from the beliefs that you hold about yourself. That is coming from the story that you are telling yourself. And so when it comes to understanding limiting beliefs, I think that you have to take action first, or try to take action in order for you to overcome them. When you feel stuck, you can start to peel back and ask yourself, well, why am I feeling this way? So that you can actually understand the limiting beliefs that you hold so that you could overcome it. Because remember how I told you that your brain is working day and night to help you achieve those goals? That is why you're being stuck. Okay, that's why you get stuck. When you have this belief of I'm never going to make it, but then you try to make it, something's going to hold you back. You're going to keep yourself from moving forward. That is your brain keeping you in the familiar belief of I am a failure. It's those stories that you tell yourself. So you have to become familiar with that. And I know that the best way to do it is through an identity shift. You do not need motivation and discipline to get yourself to do the things if you already are the person who lives that way. Now that I identify as a YouTuber, I don't have to motivate myself, or I don't have to discipline myself in order for me to sit down and make content, because I will not have mental clarity if I'm not making content. If I don't put out content for a long time, or if I'm not filming and uploading these videos, I feel unsafe because it is now a part of my identity. I am a gym girly, right? And when I don't go to the gym, I feel weird. Like if I go on vacation, and you guys have seen this if you guys follow me on Instagram, like when I was in Qatar, I was still going to the gym every single morning because it is a part of who I am. It is a part of my identity, and I feel threatened if I'm not doing it. I feel a sense of unsettlement. I feel a sense of I feel unsafe. I truly do. And that is because it is a part of who I am. It is what I identify as. And so if you can get yourself to identify as the person that you would like to be, all the habits and all the actions will come naturally. The reason why people get so offended and threatened and angry when you question a belief that they have. Like if you guys go to a Taylor Swift fan and you tell her like a stan, like her cult, okay? And you tell them Taylor Swift sucks, her music sucks, here's why it sucks. They will get so heated because although you're not like physically threatening them, they feel threatened. It feels like a physical attack. It feels like a physical threat. And that's exactly what you will feel when your actions are not in alignment with your identity, with who you identify as. And so you're going to feel weird. You're going to feel off. You're going to feel threatened. It feels unsafe. You need to learn how to separate yourself from that old identity by embodying the new one. You do that through affirmations. You do that through switching your negative thoughts to more empowering, positive thoughts. When those negative thoughts come up of, oh, you're not good enough, oh, you can't do it, you want to switch that. You want to journal it out. If you're having a tough time and you're having a hard time, you want to sit down with your journal and journal it out. Why do you feel that way? Is it true? And then the most important part that I will always scream at the top of my lungs is having an evidence portfolio. You cannot build new beliefs without having strong enough evidence that this is true. And that's why I told you guys affirmations on their own does not work without action, because only a crazy person is going to sit on the couch all day and tell themselves, I am fit. Yeah. I am fit, without ever going into the gym or ever getting up and doing any form of physical activity. And so you have to take action. It's easier to take those actions when you are doing your affirmations, when you are setting your intentions, when you are visualizing that person that you would like to be. And so at the very beginning, discipline is necessary when it comes to doing your affirmations, when it comes to setting your intentions, when it comes to doing your visualization and taking action. Okay. And going and doing the work, even if you don't feel good enough, even if you don't feel yet that you are that person, you still have to do it in order to start feeling that like that person, in order to build a new belief system that overrides that old negative one that's been keeping you stuck. It's important to have that discipline in the beginning. It's okay to look for that little bit of motivation, whether it's watching a video, whatever, but you need to know that the way that you view yourself has to change. So you have to listen to the story you tell yourself and overcome it by telling yourself this new one again and again and again and again and again, and taking action that is in alignment so that you may have a solid foundation of beliefs. And this is what I teach in Rewrite Your Story. It's really getting to the core of your paradigm, getting to that core of your beliefs and helping you overcome it. And little spoiler, I know I've been talking about this for a really long time, but April 15th, write it down, put it in your journal, mark the date, put it in your calendar, because April 15th is going to be the official launch of Rewrite Your Story, the course. I'm so excited, you guys. I really put my foot into this. I really put my foot into it. I put my back into it. I put my entire heart into it because I know the pain and I want to help as many of you guys as I can overcome it. But yeah, mark your calendars. I really have never been so excited for a thing. Another great way to change your beliefs about yourself, about the world, is through self-education. And I feel like it's something that isn't really talked about in any routine videos that I've seen personally. You must self-educate in order for you to reach your goals. This is a non-negotiable, okay? This is a non-negotiable, and I'll give you guys a list of non-negotiables at the end. But if you want to build the habit of going to the gym consistently, or eating healthy, or if you want to solve the problem of not liking your career or wanting to change career paths or making money, whatever it is, whatever goal you have to self-educate. You have to be obsessed and you have to consume content, whether that's books, lectures, YouTube video, like whatever it is, podcast episodes, courses. You have to educate yourself on the topic. This is going to help you build stronger beliefs because you're giving yourself more evidence that it is possible. I don't think you guys understand how much the content you consume and your environments influences your beliefs. It literally shapes your beliefs until you wake up and you become conscious to them. You're literally a product of your environment and nothing more. Until you choose to put yourself in new environments, until you choose to open up to different perspectives and to different ideas, you will only know what you know because of the people around you, the content that you consume, and you will end up just like those people. Once your mindset changes, taking action is going to be a lot easier. Like I said, your brain and your mind is a goal-striving computer, okay? It is similar to a goal-striving computer. If you guys have read the book Psycho-Cybernetics, you guys know it is working day and night, and you can use it to your advantage when you expose it to new ideas and new concepts. When you choose the environment that you would like to live in, when you choose the beliefs that you would like to have, it is going to help you make the process of taking action easier. Your body is really only an instrument of your mind, okay? Your body only does what the mind tells it to do. Tells it to do. Is that right? Tells it to do. For some reason, it doesn't sound right. I don't want to sound like the drop out of school. School is bad, folks, because I feel like school's like, it's like a stepping stone. It's a tool. They only teach you so much. And you cannot limit yourself to that. When I tell you guys, if I didn't pick up the books I picked up, I would not be the person that I am today. And even though I did go to school for business and marketing, I had to learn business and marketing on my own. Like I'm still learning till this day. And the reason why I bring this up is because I don't have everything figured out, but I'm trying to put y'all on game because I know that whatever it is that I figured out up until this point, it was through self-education. Whatever I continue to do, whatever I end up doing in the future, it is through self-education, whether that's getting a mentor, taking courses. Like I bought a few courses online that has really helped me level up. It's taught me things that business school did not teach me. And so all of these things that I've shared with you guys is to reprogram your mind. It is to reprogram your paradigm because your paradigm is the lens in which you view the world. It is the thing that caps your potential and keeps you back from whatever it is that God has planned for you. And so when you do reprogram your paradigm, when you do reprogram your mind, when you do rewrite your story, you are literally going to be so unstoppable. I don't know what else to tell you. Through education, through action, through affirmations, visualization, all of these things that we're going to continue to talk about in this video, you are reprogramming your mind. You are rewriting your story. And what that will do is change your entire life experience. It is going to change what you have access to. You will see once your inner world is aligned with your vision, and you are embodying the person that you would like to be, I promise you, and I don't make promises that I can't keep. If you do this with full conviction consistently and you embody the person that you would like to be, your outer world, right? Because you can't change anything on the outside. You can only change what's within you. Your outer world will start to reflect that vision that you hold. This is something that I teach in a lot more depth in my course, Rewrite Your Story, which is going to be available on April 15th. I want to see all of you there. Okay, I want to see all of you guys in the course. I want to see all of you guys taking the course. Okay, now let's get into the second half of this video, which is customizing and personalizing your own routine. So once you have your goals down, once you have your vision, you know exactly who you would like to be. You know the exact type of woman you would like to be. You know what habits are necessary in order for you to get there. It's time to build that routine because this is what's going to hold you accountable. This is what you need in order for you to get there. So life is life. I know you guys have responsibilities. I do too. Some of you guys have school. Some of you guys have jobs that you guys can't just not go to. Some of you guys have kids. She's a mother. Some of you guys have responsibilities that you need to attend to for most of the day. That is important. But outside of that, you just need 1 hour to put on the project that you would like to pursue. That problem in your life that you are going to be solving, like whatever goal you have, whatever vision you have, whether it's your body, whether it's a relationship that you would like to nurture, whether it is your mindset, and you really want to get your mind right. Or if it's finances, you don't really like your job and you want to start a side hustle. You want to do something that could potentially be a full-time thing. You want to start creating content. Girl, I don't care what it is. I don't know, but you do. Okay. And so what you want to do is just 1 hour a day. If you have more time in your day, that is more time that you could be pouring into this project, but you just want to give it an hour. An hour is like what? An hour is like 3% of your day. This is the project that will be changing your entire life. And so you want to take it seriously. You really want to dedicate time to it. You want to commit to it. It's going to change. We talked about this. This entire first half of the video was so that you can understand, like, this is really going to change your life. And you can fit this into your schedule the way that you feel is the best, the way that you feel is best for you. So this could be in your morning. This could be the first thing that you do every single day, which I highly recommend it is, because when you push yourself outside of your comfort zone first thing in the morning, you do something new to better yourself and to better your life and to change your life, you're going to feel so good throughout the rest of the day. And so I recommend doing it first thing in the morning. But if you can't do it first thing in the morning, you can do it after work. You can do it before bed. Like, literally just give it 1 hour. That's all I ask. Okay, here are Badge's non-negotiables. If you really want to change your identity, you want to change your life, these are the non-negotiables, and you're going to do it every day. You're going to do it every single day, whether you like it or not. And I promise you, these take no more than like 5 minutes. So non-negotiable number 1 is affirmations. You're going to start your day with your attention. Shameless self-plug, but I highly suggest, if you guys want to do this every single day consistently and you want a space where you can hold yourself accountable, it literally has an evidence portfolio, has your affirmations, a calendar, a to-do list, a daily habit list that you can do and check off. You can see your progress, and it has the daily journal and everything that I'm literally about to tell you right now. The Becoming Her Notion template. I promise you, I put my foot in it. I put my back in it. Okay. And I absolutely love it. I use it every single day. And would I lie to you? I would not lie to you. And so if you guys want the resources that I made to make your life a little bit easier, it's linked in the description. Because I told you, I promised you, I'm not going to let you fail. If you guys want to join my community too, you can join on Geneva. Geneva's where the girls are at. Like, that's where my dogs are at. So if you want to join the Geneva group, you definitely should. Anyway, off topic again. Affirmations set your intention in the morning. So I am so happy and I am so grateful now that I ... Put the goal that you have as if it already happened. I am so happy and I am so grateful now that I have $1 million in my bank account. I don't care what it is, whatever your goals is. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful now that I'm 140 pounds, whatever your goal is. Like, just say your affirmations, set your intention for the morning. That's how I want you to start every single morning. That is a non-negotiable. If you want to win, you're going to start your morning off like this, okay? 2, self-education. I don't care. Find 30 minutes a day to listen to a podcast, watch a YouTube video, read a book. I feel like books are the best way to go. Like, over content, I suggest books. But even if it's just 30 minutes or even 15 minutes, find time to self-educate every single day, because that 10, 15 minutes is going to compile. Like, imagine 10, 15 minutes for a whole week, and then a month, and then a year. That is going to be a lot of knowledge. Not only that, but you're creating a new environment for yourself. You're adopting new ways of thinking from the people whose content you choose to indulge in. So be aware of that and be conscious of that. Daily reflection. Even if you're not writing it down or you're not journaling it out, daily reflection, just think about it. Just think about who you've been today. Think about where you could improve. How did I do today? How was today? Today was good. Where can I improve? You can even do voice notes on your phone. Not voice notes, but like voice memos, just to keep track of how you're doing and where you could be improving. It doesn't have to necessarily be you writing it down. Just ask yourself, how did today go? How could it go better? That's it. That's all. And then last but not least, this is my only non-negotiable that I ask of you, is document your journey. If it's a weight loss journey, take photos. I promise you, when you start to acknowledge the change that is happening, you start to acknowledge the person you're becoming, you start to acknowledge the small wins that you take daily, your identity is going to change like this. Like I said, when your identity changes and you start to identify as this person, it is going to feel like a threat to not do the work. In order for you to kind of make that journey and that process more enjoyable, more fun, more exciting, and easier for yourself, shift your identity. Become obsessed. Put yourself in this environment. Some of the things that you can can do to structure your day is make your non-negotiables clear. So your non-negotiable tasks. This is when I go to work. This is when I'm doing this. And because you've observed your behavior, you know the times where you are free. Like, let's say my sister has a job right now where she doesn't really do anything. Like, literally in her job, she barely does anything. So she spends that time studying because she has a goal that she's trying to achieve. And while she has time on her hands, while she's just kind of sitting there and not really doing very much, she spends that time pouring into that project that she is moving towards. If you have, an hour before bed, right? Spend that hour working on your project or pouring into something that's going to help you evolve. When you make your non-negotiable tasks clear and you fit them into your schedule, you know when, and obviously not every single day is going to be the same. It's not the same for me, but when you make them clear and you know exactly when they kind of fall into place depending on the day, whatever, and you know these are the things, this is the thing that I can't get around, but then you take your now new habits, right? You take your new goals, you take that project, that thing that you're moving towards, and you fit it into your day. You make a little room for it into your day. That's really all that it takes. When you are planning your routine and you want to evolve and you want to level up and you want to become the best version of yourself, that is what you're going to have to do, is find an hour of that day to fit in this project being yourself, this problem in your life that you're trying to solve. Another thing that you kind of want to have down is understanding when your focus is the sharpest, okay? In the morning, early morning is when my focus is the sharpest, right? Even right now, like it's Ramadan, but after I have suhoor, I stay up to do my writing. That time I spend to do my hardest tasks. So whatever your hardest task is, and for you guys, that could be this new change that you're making. That could be the hardest task of your day. Eat it up in the morning. Eat it up in the morning. Let it be the first thing that you do. Get it out of the way, because not only is that going to give you confidence to finish the rest of your day off strong, but the most important task of the day is already done. It's already completed. I highly suggest you find a way to fit that into your morning, even if it means waking up a little bit earlier. Whatever works for you. You just have to fit in these non-negotiables, right, that we talked about, which is doing the internal work, so educating, mindset through affirmation, visualization, all of that, plus your project. 1 hour a day. Those are the only things that I'm asking you guys to fit into your day in order for you to really completely shift and transform your life. The way that I will suggest you guys to do it is to have a morning and evening routine. Like literally that's it. Have a morning routine and have an evening routine. This is a great way to like incorporate good habits into your day as well. And by habit stacking in the morning and habit stacking in the evening, you can build all these new, amazing, beautiful habits that will help you be better. So as long as you're taking these non-negotiables and fitting it into your day, that is all that matters. And when you have a solid routine in the morning, you will already feel achieved. And the reason why I say morning and evening routines is because morning sets off your day. So when I wake up in the morning, and I'm going to share with you guys what my routine looks like. I make sure I wake up early. I wake up early and I do my prayer. I do my morning prayer. I do my affirmations. I do my du'as, and I do that all in the morning on the prayer mat. It's literally the first thing that I do. And right after I'm done doing that, I hop into doing my most important work of the day. Right after that, I go to the gym. On my drive to the gym, I listen to Quran because I'm trying to build a better connection with God. This is all goals that I have. And so by stacking these habits, it really helps me when I get back home. I do more work. I work in work blocks as well. And that is my morning routine. Like literally those first 2-3 hours in the morning, I can get so much done because that is when I have the most energy. It's when I'm the most focused. And once that's done, I'm basically set for the rest of the day. I've done the work that is going to propel me forward. I've done the work that is going to allow me to change my life completely and level up. And it can all be done in that first few hours of your day. And why I say evening routines are really important is because your evening is what's going to set you up for a good morning routine. Evening routines are really important. This is when I like to wind down. This is when I like to do my reflecting as well, because now the day is over. And when you fit that non-negotiable that I gave you, which I want to see all of you guys doing, when you fit that into those 2 times of the day, bro, you're set. You have the entire day to focus on every other thing in your life that takes your attention. But when you dedicate the mornings and the evenings to yourself, you are doing yourself so much justice. Like, I don't think you understand. You are doing yourself a lot of justice. And so you can do whatever you need to do to wind down. I love watching Housewives. Me and my sister have been binging it, but I like to watch an episode of Housewives, and then I get into my bed. I do my reflection. I read a little book and I knock out. Like, that's literally how I like to spend my evening. Some days I don't watch Housewives and instead I just read. Some days I have to work in the evening. Like, it just depends on the day. But when I have my solid routine that does not change, that morning and that evening routine, I always have it to kind of fall back on. The best thing that you can do in your evening routine, however, is plan your day. I literally go into Notion every single evening and I type out exactly what my day is gonna look like. If you guys are anything like me, I will spend my whole day feeling frustrated because I don't know what to do. But when I have a structure, it does not matter how I feel that day. I just have to do the work. The evening before, I'm signing myself up to do this work, and it's coming from a place where I'm not really emotional. I could wake up the next day and I could say, oh, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Like, I can feel shitty about myself. I can be saying negative things about myself. But I just need to do the work. That's all that I need to do. And I love that. I'm like, sign me up. Like, now all I have to do is just do the work. I know exactly what needs to be done in order for me to move the needle forward. I just have to get it done. So every single evening, plan out your day to the T. You are just making the process easier for yourself. And why wouldn't you want yourself to do that? I promise you, doing your bad habits are really easy because they're always accessible. So if you make it harder for yourself to do your bad habits and you make it easier to do your good habits, you're going to succeed. I know this entire video, it sounds so simple, but it is that simple. It's a lot easier to be consistent when it's just 1 hour. When you're just asking yourself of something so small, it's like, how could I do myself dirty? If you could commit to that one thing and you do it every single day, your life is going to just completely transform. That is all that I have for you guys today. I really hope you guys benefited from this. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I highly suggest, and I'm not even saying this because I made it, but I highly suggest the Becoming Her Notion template, and I highly suggest Rewrite Your Story. I'm so happy and I'm so lucky to have found my people and to have found a community that is also striving for better. It's truly just like the cutest little sisterhood ever. I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm proud of the growth that you guys have been making these past few months. I see the comments, I see the DMs, I get your letters, and I read every single one of them. And so I love you so much, and I hope to see you next time.